What is going on, guys? We are talking The Walking Dead. Prediction of 157. Or can I say prediction? I'm not very good at predicting things, but sometimes I'm right on the money. Sometimes I'm right on the money, okay? I'm like right there. Like close. I'm close. Well, 156 was a doozy. It was crazy. Like the shift of power, maybe the possibilities, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about some of the possibilities that might happen in The Walking Dead. 157. Now, as spoilers, and I might be spoiling the next chapter. Who knows? Probably not. Probably not. So what happened in 156 was we got a lot of interaction with Negan and Alpha. We got Negan being somewhat accepted in the Whispers group. I mean, Beta is not happy about him. Thanks, Mike, for giving me that name. I remember it now. But we know that at the end of that chapter, fucking Negan kills Alpha. That is crazy. He beheads Alpha. Did not see that coming. Nobody saw that coming. Okay, the cover of 156 made it seem like Negan was swooping Alpha and banging Alpha, but that's not the case. That is nowhere near the case. He might be getting head, but it's not. It didn't go romantically at all, which is great because The Walking Dead, those two characters are just two big characters who want to. They're survivalists and that probably wouldn't have worked. Well, probably would have. Who knows? So, talking about 157 moving forward, the one possibility that's really on my mind and what I really think might happen is that Negan, he does say the line, wait till Rick gets a load of this. Now, this can translate to two different things. He could actually go and say, you know what, I'm going to go to Rick and I'm going to tell him I killed Alpha and he's going to trust me. He's going to trust me more. He's going to let me in. He's going to invite me in and I'm going to kill the shit out of Rick. Maybe that's what I think. I think Negan's going to kill Rick. I really do. And I think Carl is going to kill Negan. That's how I plan that. But the possibility of him actually getting Rick's trust and Mike's theory or Mike's prediction is that my buddy Walking Dead Mike has stated that Negan will be part of Rick's group, that he will be he wants to be trusted, he wants to be, because if you remember when Rick was sweet talking to him in the war beforehand, before they captured Negan. Negan was listening to Rick, and I really believe that he actually was listening to Rick and saying, "Oh shit, this could work," and it did work. Rick was right, and I think Negan wanted a part of that. And what was crazy about last issue was the fact that he has stated that he does have morals, that he does do things. It's not just because he just does things. He does things to be survived. He has actually a great sense of why he does some of the things he does. But then some of the things he does, he's a little bit too cruel at. I mean, he's not a saint. He said he's not a saint. Another way it could go is the fact that Negan could take hold of the Whispers. He's the new Alpha. He's killed the old Alpha, and he could become the new Alpha. This is law. This is what's going to happen. I actually am leaning towards that a little bit more than I'm leaning towards him joining Rick's group. But that's a big possibility too. But this is another possibility. Now hear me out. He could join the Whispers, but the one thing that's standing in his way, because I think everybody has accepted them at this point, but the one person that's standing in his way is Beta. Beta is standing in his way, and honestly, Negan either has to, I mean, he's going to be challenged by Beta. There's no doubt about it for the top spot of Alpha. But what if the rest of the crew don't even like Beta and actually end up killing him and find that Negan's style and how he is and leadership and how strong he is, they follow him and they'll kill Beta and just sweep him up underneath the carpet and just go to war. Because in the cover of 157, because what's crazy is that 156, it was there right in front of our face of Negan not caressing Alpha but slicing Alpha. It was right there in front of our face. The cover itself was a big clue. Could this cover of 157 be a big clue? And that is the fact that the Whispers war. Wouldn't this make sense? Or maybe Negan plants Alpha's head and just makes it seem like Rick's group's done it. I don't know. That could be a long shot, but that could be one of the possibilities as well. But what if 157, he does take hold of the Whisperers? What if the Whisperers War is another of Rick versus Negan war? This is a little bit different than the Rick versus Negan war in the past. This is way different. This group, the Whisperers, I have stated so many times that they are more deadlier than any group in The Walking Dead. They're deadlier than the Governor's group. They're deadlier than Negan's group in the past, the Saviors. Well, I mean, the Saviors were pretty damn deadly, but I think the Whisperers are more deadly because they're more cunning. They adapted into the zombie apocalypse, and Rick's group is getting stronger, but they're a little soft too. They're a little bit too soft for the Whisperers' taste. So the fact that Negan might take hold of the Whisperers group and has a zombie horde on his side and goes against Rick, and we start another war. It's a 6-issue war. Very interesting. But then again, Negan could get out of that camp, show Rick the head, be on Rick's side. Whisper's definitely going to have a new alpha, might be beta, might be somebody else, who knows. Goes after Rick's group because Rick has Negan, the killer of alpha. That could very much happen. That could happen as well. There's a lot of possibilities going around. There's a lot of predictions. There's a lot of theories. If I had to lean towards one, I'm going to go the simpler route and say that Negan's a new alpha, but then Beta's in his way, and Beta's a strong and tall son of a bitch, so I don't know how Negan's going to take him on. It's very interesting, but Robert Kirkman is a very, as you know, last issue and a lot of other issues, he's just unpredictable, and if I had to put my money on it, I don't know how Negan would get out of there without being killed, but let's just say Negan does, go to Rick and actually, because I guess I would ride on my theory that Negan would ask Rick for forgiveness and trust, and because there's a lot of conversation between like that trust talk, that trust between him and Rick, and I don't think Rick is still gonna. It's hard because I think Rick either kills Negan on the spot or Rick sends him back into jail. He's never going to trust Negan. But if Negan does bring the alpha head, he might trust her. It's just there's just too many possibilities going on in my head. But I would say that Rick would trust Negan, and Negan's going to end up killing Rick. I just feel like Negan is going to kill Rick at the end of this 6-issue series. I know there's a lot more to explore, especially Eugene and on the radio and the ocean theme that might come to play. But I think Rick is a character that's on his last, this is it. I think Rick, he even said it himself, he physically can't do another war. He just mentally can't do another war, and this war is going to kill him. This war is going to truly kill him and break him, and what I'm worried about is that I'll see Andrea go first, and then I'll see Rick go. I really do think Carl is the new protagonist of the series. I don't think Rick is... You could just feel The Walking Dead. Rick is a part of the story, but it's like Naruto. Naruto was a part of his own story, but now it's Boruto, and it's Boruto's time to shine. If you know what that is, that's anime, of course. And I think Rick is the same way. Rick had his time. It's time to pass the torch. It's time to explore new territories. This war, it's been heavily hinted that this war might just destroy the whole community. He has stated it so many times. I think they could rebuild, honestly, but I think they're going to want to rebuild other colonies as well. So everything that they looked for, it's just this Whisperers war. It's just bad news for everybody. Destruction, chaos, a glimmer of hope of humanity, but it's all gone if this war happens, and there's going to be a lot of characters dying. So my prediction for next issue is that we're definitely going to see what Negan does next. What's his next step? But there's a lot of things in his way. The fact that he has to outrun or outcun the Whisperers, which he's done to Alpha, honestly. Go against Beta if he wants the Whisperers. He did state that he doesn't want the Whisperers' power. He doesn't want to be Alpha. And he says, like, this isn't, perhaps he is fit for here, but maybe he wants to be on Rick's side. Who knows? Maybe he's just on, he's on Rick's dick or something like that. I don't know. But there's so many possibilities. I did want to discuss a lot of the possibilities that may happen next issue. But there's two options I'm going with, and that's either Negan. I'm going to go with the first option and say Negan's going to take hold of Whispers. I'll just say that. I'll say that. I mean, I want to lead towards the other way around because all that is setting up for him to join Rick's group, and that's the most logical and sensible thing that might happen since he beheaded Alpha and, you know, learned the Whisper's ways. So I'll go that route. I'm gonna go that route. Screw it. I'm going to go that route. I'm going to say Negan next issue. If we do get more Negan, but we're probably going to get more Rick and his group and everybody else, and maybe Negan at the end of the issue. But I'm going to say Negan is going to go to Rick's group. He's going to be trusted, but yet he still holds a grudge with Rick. And that's the showcase of how Negan kills. He'll befriend you. You'll trust him a little bit. And then he'll kill you. And I think he'll do the exact same thing to Rick at the end of the series. So thank you guys for listening. I think Beta's going to be the Whisperer's new alpha. I'm going to go with that. Thank you guys for listening. If you haven't already, push that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Just go ahead and push it. Like the video if you like it. Comment below. Love to hear you guys' thoughts on every prediction you have, theory. And let's see if it hits. If it's a home run or it's a dud or it's a pop fly. Let me know. I'm Dan to Make It Anderson. Until next time, until we talk more The Walking Dead. I'll see you guys later. Peace.